Hi everyone, welcome to Teacher Miriam's classroom, and today we are going to talk about the role of the parent in CBC. Last time during our class, we talked about the meaning of CBC, and we said CBC means competence-based curriculum. Now I want us to flash back to 1963 when Kenya attained independence, and at that point Kenya adopted the 7-4-2-3 system of education. And then in 1981, we had the first commission that sat down to look at the education system. And in 1985, a few recommendations were made. Now, and it is during that year, 1985, that we adopted the 844 system, where we had 8 years in primary, 4 years in high school, and 4 years at the university. Those who went through the system of education 844 at the earlier stages, we had different subjects. I'm sure you can remember them. Yeah, we had art and craft, music, business studies. We had geography, history, and civics, just to name but a few. In the year 2020, we had the Odhiambo report, which recommended a few things. One, we needed a more flexible system of education that had pathways and tracks. Another recommendation was that the curriculum needed to specify the expected competencies at every level. And then there was integration of value-based learning. And therefore, it is at this point in 2017 that we talk about the RIGO, the curriculum framework. And CBC just refers to an education program that is based on learners demonstrating the ability to apply the knowledge, skills, attitude, and values that they expected to acquire through the learning process. And therefore, parents, simply it means that CBC is giving our children an opportunity to be able to apply what they have learned in school. Assuming they have learned, I want to just take a topic like in environmental, where they're supposed to do personal hygiene, and therefore they have learned how to clean personal items. Now once they go to school and clean the personal items, parents, let us encourage the children to go on and clean their personal items at home. So what they have learned in class, they are able to demonstrate that they have acquired the skills once we give them an opportunity to practice. Remember, practice makes perfect. And therefore, at this time, the vision for CBC is to have an engaged, empowered, and ethical citizen. Therefore, parents, it is important that we support learners by involving them in home-based activities, just like I have explained before. This will support learning, for example, tree planting, cooking, washing utensils, cleaning personal items, cleaning the house. That is what we mean. Now, I want to go over to the mission, which is nurturing learners' potential. This is the role of the parent number 2. So if the mission is to nurture every learner's potential, that means there must be a chance to identify the potential. However, parent, this calls for us to be available as a parent so that you can be able to see the potential of your child. What is their ability? What is their gifting? What are they gifted in? Where is their interest? Parents, we have a lot of work to do. Now, after we have been able to identify the learner's potential, we need to nurture the learner's potential. Remember, we are talking about the role of the parent in CBC, competence-based curriculum. So it is very important that after you identify this potential, the skills, the ability, their interests, then we need to nurture them. How do we nurture them? It is important that we work together with the teachers. Let us go and talk to the teachers. Mwalimu, what do you think? And then look out for clubs. The schools are offering a lot of clubs that can be able to support these talents, these abilities. If the ability is not within the framework of the school, there are so many academies you can consult and help to nurture this potential in every child. Parents, I believe every child has a potential, every child has a gift. And after that, parents, I want to say this, please let us not compare children. Children are very diverse, just like God has created us. Remember, they are learning, I am fearfully and wonderfully made. And therefore, let us not compare children. Let us give each child an opportunity to be able to do their best. After that, I would also encourage parents, kindly participate in the school activities. When you're called for school meetings, kindly run to school and be part of the activities. If you're called for sports, parents, let us gear up, put on our sports uniform, put on our sports shoes, and go run for your baby. They'll be very happy when they see you participating in the school activities. You give them some kind of motivation, which is very important. Again, it is important that we help learners to set realistic goals. Parents, realistic goals that are achievable. Then the other thing is to ensure that learners are able to get all the basic needs. Parents, basic needs, school education, healthcare, food. It is our role as parents. And remember, they are learning this in school. Now, again, appreciate the learner's achievements, however small. Give them a tap on the back. Even just saying well done, it is very important. Let us appreciate these achievements. However, parents, we can only be able also to appraise these achievements when we create a good working relationship with the teachers. Let us go to school and find out how the children are performing. Make it once in a while, walk into school, or when there are opportunities like for academic clinics, go to the teacher, find out how you can be able to work together so that you can be able to assist the child. Again, the children are coming with the assessment books. They have done assessments in school. As a parent, take time and look through the assessments. Where they did not get it right, you can try and find out and try and assist them where you can. Now, I want to talk about the digital platforms. As a parent, we are supposed to offer these digital platforms so that they can support our children during the learning process. I'm talking about phones and tablets and laptops. However, parents, it is our role to monitor how these gadgets are being used. Remember, a phone, a tablet, a laptop is a whole world you have given your child. Therefore, monitor. Let us monitor so that they are not learning things that are unnecessary. Again, the caregivers in our homes, the nannies, the relatives, it is important we empower them. Try and empower them by all means so that they know how they can support the children. Now, the last thing I want to talk about, the second last thing, is that it is important we guide learners on taking responsibilities and taking charge of their own learning. Most of the parents are working. When your child comes from school, please formulate a program where they know from school, when I come to the house, what am I supposed to do? Create some independence, create somewhere where they can be able to sit and work independently. So this is also very, very important. The last point I want to talk about is the projects. I know parents, I have had this slogan a lot, walimu wanasumbua sana. All the time they are asking for materials. However, we have agreed with the teachers, let us insist on reusing whatever is available, and whatever that we can be able to reuse. It is very important that we allow the children to do what? To reuse, to use the resources that are available within the community so that we stop buying. However, I would not say that we will stop buying completely, but I'm encouraging the parents and the teachers, please let us use the model of reusing and recycling. Now, when the child gets a project, for example, they're supposed to make, I'm trying to think about something, a kite. Parents, that does not need you to go to the shop. You only need to look for a newspaper. If you have a newspaper in the house, some pieces of paper, and then if you have some sticks from kifagio or get some sticks from outside, involve the child during the process. Measure with the child, help them to cut, yeah, and ensure the safety of the children as they do the project. However, parents, I am discouraging the parents from doing the project. However, you can facilitate. You can also be there as they enjoy doing the work. You can give instructions, but let us not do the project. Now remember, the children are solving a problem, and therefore in the process of solving the problem, they are acquiring creativity skills, they are acquiring critical thinking skills. So let us look at let us allow them to discover as they work on the project. I just want to say thank you very much for listening to me. Asante sana. Remember to subscribe and we meet in the next class. Kwaheri.